Hey guys, this is Ford Trucks Guy. I'm going to do a walk around of my 2011 Honda Rincon 680. So far what I've done is I put a 3-inch lift on it. I did a 2-inch bracket lift, which I'll show you here now. See there, a 2-inch prefelx bracket lift there for the shock, made in Canada. And I also did right here a 1/2-inch spacer out of PVC, which gave me another inch, so I got a good 3 inches now. On the rear here, see, there's my bracket there, right? And my spacer is down here, and that's 3/4 inch spacer. I went quarter inch bigger than the front because I have more weight here in the rear than the front. So when we're all sitting on it, me and the girlfriend are sitting on it with the gas, we're about 350 pounds I think on it, so the rear end sinks down quite a bit more than the front. That's why I went with 3/4 in the back. So it's got more of a 3-inch lift, but when we're sitting on it, it's 3-inch, goes back down to 3 inches. So axle angles are at about 30 degrees right now, I think just over, but like I said, when I'm sitting on it, that axle angle is sitting at 20-degree angle, same in the front, so I'm within my Honda limits of angle here, so that worked out good. I wouldn't go anything more than 3 inches on the stock suspension on this thing, even that's pushing it. I got 27-inch swamplets, 10 wide in the back, and I got some ITP aluminum polished rims, or aluminum rims, sorry, just for lightweight and try to keep the weight down. These are really light mud tires, that's why I went with them. Very smooth on the trail, on the hard pack trail, great for putting on 400k in a weekend. Good mud tire, not great mud tire, but good mud tire. Performs well in the mud. I'm surprised how good it performs. Like I said, they're not the best. It's not super aggressive, so I'm going to step it up to Mudzilla's 28-inch Mudzillas next this winter when I wear out these bad boys. Another thing I don't like about these tires is they wear out really quick. Now I do have 4,000k on the machine and 180 hours. These tires have just over 3,000 hours, or 3,000 kilometers on them, and you can see they're half worn down in the back here, so definitely a thing about the swamplets, they wear out fast, but soft, smooth tire on the trail, definitely worth having if you're going to be riding all day. Other upgrades, 14-inch LED light bar, put the switch right here, as you can see. Looks good at nighttime, lit up right there, out of the way. Great light for if you're ever doing any nighttime riding. At 180 view, and it shoots about 2,000 feet down the trail. It's awesome. It's well worth the money. What I did here was I obviously bolted to the rack at the front. I kept it low so my visibility I could still see. I cut the brackets, obviously got it as tight as I could to the rack. See there, I only got about an 1/8 inch to the rack. Nice, clean. It kind of makes it look a little bit better. I gotta do some painting. I don't think the rack's black. These little clips rad, so machine's not done yet. This winter she's gonna get an overhaul. This winter I want to put 20% gear reduction, which is in this box. I got everything I need. I just got to throw it in. So I got to rip the whole rear end out of the machine here and open her up and swap out some gears this winter and get those 28s on it. I'm going 28s by 10s in the rear, 28s by 9s in the front. Seems like a good size to stick with. So I just recently changed the wheel bearings and a front axle boot on the outboard. The stick went through the boot last ride. I was in some nasty swamp here. Stick went right through there. So I didn't really get any dirt or water inside, so that was pretty good. Bearing was perfectly fine. Took everything apart, cleaned everything out, repacked it full of grease, put new boots on. So yeah, after 4,000 K and 180 hours, I had to do wheel bearings and one axle boots. Not that big of a deal, really, I think. I got a prefelx plastic skid plate. It actually works pretty good. Very cheap to buy, and I've had really zero issues with it. The mud does build up on it, right? But other than that, when you hit rocks and sticks and anything else, it really does help out big time, keeping the shit out of all the sticks in your wires or your hoses, your boots. Obviously not all the time in this case, but another upgrade I did was I did HMF exhaust here, right, swamp, and I also did the K&N air intake and fuel programmer. Get some more fuel, some more airflow in this machine, a little bit more horsepower to turn these 27s. These do, the 27s on, like I said, it's bogs down a bit. That's why I'm doing the gear reduction of the bigger tires. Snorkel, made that myself. PVC piping. I think it's 1.5 PVC, or what's it say there? 2-inch PVC piping right there, right? So, show you here. Connected to the, cut the stock snorkel pipe off, the factory pipe here, off here, and then I just connected my hose. This is exhaust hose, so it's built for heat. That's why it's running through over the engine and in between the gas tank there. I had to cut the heat shield, but that's why I went the exhaust hose that can take the heat. Connected it down here and connected my PVC from there. Did my twists and bends to get it up to where I want it to on the rack. I put it off to the right side so I can still kind of have a good clear vision. As you can see here, it doesn't really block your vision. It's kind of nice. And then I just put it just high enough over the handlebars, as you can see there. I don't want to put anything, really don't want to go anything lower than the gas tank. That's it. I think that's as high as I want to go for water anyway, so played safe. My breather lines. I ran, connect them all here. Ran the hoses up through the pod and on the handlebars. Got them a little bit higher than in the pod, just in case. And then I put red zip ties inside the hoses to keep the water that I'm splashing or the rain out of the lines. And it kind of gives it a cool little feature, right? What else did I do? I also tore apart the air box. I cleaned all the seals up. I caulked marina caulking, or like goop stuff, I think it's called, marina goop. That stuff works good too. I went M3 marina caulking and I sealed up my box, and I had a small leak in there before I did that, so after I did that I've had no issues. It's just been sealed up and I'm really happy. Horn winch thing, I didn't drill it to the air box, don't worry if you see that. It's Velcro. Works great. The Velcro stuff works great. You just clean it off, you stick it on, and it's hard to peel off, but you can peel it off when you have to. So what other upgrades I do to this thing? See here, we got your Warren winch Bluetooth. It's hooked up to your winch here. Just give me a second here. See here, just holds in your hand. You can run your winch out here. I know you can just twist it and walk where you're going, but to be honest, I've never actually used it because I just untwist it and pull it, and I only used the winch once. Usually I can push this machine out. Another thing about this machine is it is a limited slip. So for your guys who are hardcore mudders like myself, remember these things are limited slip. You have to buy a diff lock. It makes a big difference. This thing doesn't have a diff lock in now. That might be a winter thing as well. I might rip it apart this winter and do that as well. So we'll see. Stay tuned and find out.